That ain't gonna happen. But unless you have a game plan, you don't know what the hell's gonna happen. All you doing is talking loud and not saying anything at that point. So, by practice civics, what we'll do is, just like your kids see you drink and they drink. They see you smoke, they smoke. They see you smoking weed, they smoke weed. They see people in the community sell drugs, they sell drugs. What we need to do is this. Have our communities, get in contact with everybody on your block, people on both sides of the street. And as you get in contact with people on both sides of the street, what you do is have like a block club and get a block club president and have people in charge of this block club. And the reason you do that is this. You don't realize it. What you see, it looks like a party or an event or a gathering. But the men and the women who care about your community can sit down and meet and lay out simple projects for the people who you've elected to do. Something simple like, you have a lot of communities with a lot of trash floating around. One of the reasons they have a lot of trash floating around is because there are no trash receptacles at the end of each corner. A lot of communities are like that. I'm all over the city of Chicago, and in the poor neighborhoods, there are no trash receptacles. And in the richer neighborhoods, they are. So, something as simple as that. We all want better school for our children. We all want after-school programs for our children. We all want better paved streets. These are the things that you have to address. Lights, street lights. So the women who are getting on these single mothers who getting off work, they don't have to walk down the street and look over their shoulders every 2 or 3 seconds. See, these are the things that we need to address immediately that you can have an instant effect on as an individual in your community. And then and only then can you hold these politicians' feet to the fire. Because you just can't stand around and say, well, it's come time to end this concept of stand around and saying what they're not going to do for us. Before I finish, allow me to address the naysayers. You will have a ton of people say what will and what will not work, because if they are not presenting you with an alternative idea so it will work, use those people as motivation. I'm going to say that again. If they are not presenting you with the ability to fix what they perceive as a problem, use those people as motivation, because I've never met a naysayer with a plan. I have never met a naysayer with a plan. Oh, that's not going to work, Rap. I don't even address those people anymore. Because see, if you're not a naysayer, what you will say, hey, Rap, that's not going to work. It worked this way in this instance. If you just stop right there at Rap, this is not going to work, what you're doing is telling me that you've never tried anything and you would rather see me fail and be miserable just like you than to help me move this thing forward. And those people, we have to just do away with. Oh man, it's not going to work, Rap. That's not going to work, Rap. Or this not going to work, Jungle. That's not going to work, Jungle. Look. What we're going to do is eliminate those people. Alright? And when you eliminate them, you'll find yourself being in a better situation spiritually and mentally. So, as we're creating this, the problems that exist in our communities are lack of support, governmental support, poor academics, no after-school programs, and crime infestation. First of all, when you get to know this block club that I'm trying to get people, or this civics exercise that I want to get people involved in, this is so you don't have to be worried about the dudes that's standing outside pushing dope on your block. I was looking at Facebook yesterday, and my homegirl Wanda was just simply looking out her window, looking at her community, and she saw a man gun down a man with a Tech 9 yesterday. In the middle of a pandemic, when people are not even supposed to be outside, this person walked up to another person's car and opened up a Tech 9. A couple of weeks ago, just north of my blocks, not even 2 blocks away from my house, on my old block, as a matter of fact, another young man was murdered. We have to get out of this comfort zone of letting people stand around our communities. This is why our children are shut-ins. This is why our children are getting fat and lazy. This is why our children have zero motivation. Because when you're stuck inside of four walls, all you can do is look at this madness that they pushing through our television, listen to this madness that they pushing through our ears via the radio, and then you expect your child to grow and develop and be a well-rounded individual. That's impossible. But if K3000, thank you for being in the chat room, like in Chicago, I'm going to use K3000, I'm going to use Younger Brother, I'm going to use D-Grade as examples. In Chicago, our communities are set up by 100 blocks. I live in the 2300 block. So it's 20, on one side of the street is 2000, 2300. On the other side of the street is 2301, and it goes to like 2350 right before you get to 2400. So if K3000 lives on the 2200 block, and I live on the 2300 block, the Younger Brother lives on the 2400 block, and D-Grade lives on the 2500 block, what they need to do is create a pocket for things that they want on just on that block. And then me, K3000, Younger Brother, and D-Grade meet up and have a conversation. We don't even have to meet up. Technology allows us to just use our phones and talk to each other through the phones and make sure our communities are safe. So if K3000 sees the guy, he's on the way home, and he looks into the 2300 block and see a bunch of dudes milling around, and he does not recognize those young men, he needs to be on the phone with Younger Brother, me, and D-Grade and say, who is that? And if we don't know, those people are attempting to disrupt our peace, and we need to get those dudes to fuck off our blocks. And yes, I said it, the fuck off our blocks. We got to stop looking at these people who are destroying our peace, who are attacking our children as brothers, because they are not. Either you part of the solution or you are the problem. And since they're the problem, guess what? You put the enemy of your enemy is your friend. The police is the enemy in a lot of cases. So I don't want to hear about what not all police. Hey man, if you are part of an organization that's destroying my community, you are my enemy. And if you're not speaking up, you part of the problem. You are the problem. So the dudes that's standing outside our communities, shooting at our, making it unsafe for our children, making it unsafe for our women, we need to stick those wild dogs in those blue cars on their asses. Another thing, K3000, Younger Brother, myself, and D-Grade, we need to know every desk sergeant in the precinct that we live in. We need to know every captain in the precinct we live in. So in the event that our children, our women, our sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, grandparents get harassed by a police officer, he needs to be able to answer to us. That's the only way this thing is going to work. There is nobody that's going to come save us. This fictitious politician who got the new 2020 lie ain't going to help us unless we put a gun to his head metaphorically and make him do it. See, because K3000, D-Grade, myself, and Jungle, we got 50 families and we got 25 to 50 families in each 100 block of our community. And then guess what? We're going to know the people, like I live, 100 south. We're going to know people on the 200, 300, and 400 south and the 100, 200, 300 north. And we can do that. And we can get these people in order and get them the hell up out of our communities. It's chaos. We're not going to eradicate crime, but we can make our community safe. We can create a force field to make it so your kids can be at the park. We can do that, y'all. I mean, this is not difficult. Everybody always say, everybody always say, it ain't gonna happen, it can't happen. It's gonna take work. Is what it's gonna take. That's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take work. And if you tired of your grandkids having the inability to play like you used to, if you tired of your kids reading out of books with your damn name in it, you remember back in the day you used to have to sign your name in the book. If your kid got a book with your name in it, everybody in the school board need the hell slapped out of them. Another thing, school board presidents. judges. I got something to talk about with the judges a little later. We need to get hold of our environment. And when we do that, we'll be fine. Stop with the kumbaya too, y'all. We don't have to like each other to work together. We do not have the ability to not, I cannot be like, I'm not messing with Jungle Brother. I'm not messing with K3000. I ain't got to hang out with K3. I ain't got to hang out with Jungle Brother. I ain't got to hang out with D-Great to make sure they kids safe. Because you know what? Whatever issue that us three have amongst each other, it has nothing to do with our children. So this whole, I don't really like him because he a Muslim. I don't really like him because he a Christian, a Catholic, a Jehovah's Witness. So fucking what? Don't worry about what they're doing in their personal business. If you have the same mission with this person, which is to make your community, wherever you live, as safe as possible, that's all you need. We're not asking people to have kids by each other, to have drinks with each other. I am asking you to put yourself in a situation so Jungle Brother's daughter could date my son and not get shot. Jungle Brother's grandson can play with my granddaughter and not get shot. Ben can bring his niece and nephew to play with me and Jungle Brother's grandchildren and they not get hurt. Damn the personal affiliations, okay? Unless, there is an exception, unless one of your affiliations is part of the problem. I'm going to say it again, unless one of your affiliations is one of the problem. If you signed up to be a person who's supporting a dumbass like your president, then I won't be bothered with you because we can clearly see that this dude has no intentions to help us. But again, like I said at the top of the conversation, we must put ourselves in a position in which we can make that dude tell us no. Like if you are living in a quote unquote red state, blue state, whatever, make that red. If you are a staunch Democrat and that you believe in a democratic system, make that damn there do what you need them to do. What good did it do to vote and then sit back and wait? That shit is retarded. That shit is retarded. Oh, well, see, he wasn't going to do. Now, I get the fact the homeboy 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is not have our best interest. But instead of getting mad at the Steve Harveys and them dudes at the HBCUs and all that for photo ops, we should have had somebody in that room too representing us. Say, hey, but what you gonna? I know you gonna do that for them. What about me? What about me? I represent the 2300 block of Monroe. K3000 represents the 2200 block. D-Great represents the 25, and Jungle represents the 24. What you gonna do for our community? That's what we need to be. And until we get there, all this complaining, you might as well just be saying that to yourself. Because it's not going to get you anywhere. Again, we don't have to like anybody who's elected. And I don't give a damn. Look, the only way you can get this fixed is to call them out when they are in office and say, hey, tell you what, we're going to keep organizing until we get your ass out of here. When you start threatening people's position, they pay attention. Cats won't try to do the public outcry. To hell in Big Illinois, to hell with them. If you not down, we skipping over you. And once you say you're not down, or once you bring that negative energy to us, Big Illinois, what we're doing is leaving you right where you stand. And we're not looking back. There ain't no later date applications because we have a movement of righteousness. So if you wasn't righteous at the word go, you don't become righteous. What you do is realize it's beneficial to you and we don't need your ass then. Now, we're not going to ostracize you, but you can never be part of our coalition or consortium or group or whatever you want to call it. You can't be a part of this if you're not down at hello. Hello, this is what we're about. This is what we're trying to get done. This is our plan of action. Let's go. If you go,